On this edition of Metro Focus, County Supervisor Knabe introduces us to LA's District 4 and talks about his vision as new Metro Board Chair. All this and more straight ahead on Metro Focus. Welcome to Metro Focus, the show that takes a closer look at LA County's 5 districts and invites you to explore them the green way via Metro. I'm your host, Tamara Henry. It may seem like just yesterday, but can you believe it's been 20 years since the Blue Line opened its doors to riders back on July 14th, 1990? With 20 years of rail history now in the rearview mirror, we asked LA County 4th District Supervisor Knabe to look forward to the region's bright transit future and to tell us about his vision as Metro's new board chair. Take a look.
Obviously, I'm honored to be the chair of MTA, this year and the next year. It's with the passage of Measure R, the sales tax that was passed by the voters. It's a big responsibility. The early implementation of many of those plans that we as a board are going to have to deliver projects on time, on budget over the next 30 years. We're looking at trying to wedge those dollars to do 30 years of projects in 10 years, one to sort of really stimulate the economy. But it's going to be a very, very big balancing act because we have to work throughout 88 cities and large unincorporated areas to really work on good regional transportation and goods movement. We have to be as concerned about the highway improvements, freeway improvements, bus line improvements, rail, both light and heavy rail. So it's a big responsibility and one that you really have to work at. You can't print enough money to solve all the economic issues that we have here in America and California and Los Angeles County in particular. And job retention and job creation is critically important to the success of the state and this county. And I will tell you, a key element of that is a robust regional transportation system. Not only for people to access jobs, to maintain jobs, but also the goods movement. The goods movement also helps retain jobs, whether it be through the ports, whether it be through LAX, whether it be through warehousing, whatever it may be. So what we do, we not only serve our customers, those that currently use and try to expand the system so others use it, but also we are a critical element as it relates to job development and job retention. I think we can never underestimate that the voters have done such a great job in passing this, that's our real responsibility, not only to our customers, which is extremely important, but to the voters as well, because those dollars are their dollars and we have to be responsible for those.
Looking for a fun place to cool off on a hot Southern California day? Consider taking the Metro Blue Line to the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach. Its location next to the Pacific delivers a cool ocean breeze as you explore more than 12,000 fish, seals, sea lions, and invertebrates, including over 200 sharks you can actually touch. When you go Metro to the Aquarium of the Pacific, you'll have a great time, avoid parking hassles, and learn about our friends who live in the ocean.
We also asked Supervisor Knabe to introduce us to LA County's District 4 and to tell us about a few of the exciting attractions the area has to offer, and they're all accessible by Metro.
Well, I probably have one of the most beautiful districts in the world. Basically on the northern end of my district's Marina Del Rey, and then I have the Westchester Playa del Rey area in the city of LA. Then I have LAX, I have El Segundo, I have all the beach cities, Manhattan, Redondo, Hermosa, all the Palos Verdes Peninsula. I have Torrance, Lomita, and then I go up, I have both the ports of LA and Long Beach. So I have a very big economic hub. Then I go up through Long Beach, through the southeast area, Cerritos, Lakewood, Paramount, Bellflower, Norwalk, all the way out to La Mirada, then jump the hill, have La Habra Heights, Hacienda Heights, Rolling Heights, and Diamond Bar. And I'm probably one of the few elected officials in America that also represents an island. I represent Catalina Island as well. To start with, let's talk about the Green Line. And the Green Line ends basically there at Redondo. And we take, bikes on board and everything else. It's a great access to the South Bay Bike Trail, something very important to me. I've spent a lot of money through my district funds to improve this 26-mile bike network. It runs basically from out at Will Rogers, out in that area, Malibu area, all the way down to the end of Torrance and hooks up with other places. So it's a great access. If you like biking, you can get to the South Bay on buses, bring your bike, and you'll have a beautiful ride. You can go down to the Long Beach area, take the Blue Line down to the end. You have access to incredible restaurants, to museums, MOLA, the Long Beach Museum of Art. You have all these kinds of things. You can go a little bit farther, catch the Catalina Express, go over there for the day, the Avalon Trolley, the MTA is part of that, funding of that. So there's all kinds of activity. You go east, there's horseback riding. I mean, there's all kinds of things. You have access to parks and museums on the east side. Encourage people to not only visit the 4th District, which, has access to all kinds of incredible programs, from performing arts centers to biking to hiking to trails to you name it. But I think just to encourage them to try the system. And wherever they live, wherever they may want to go. I appreciate them spending dollars in the 4th District, but those dollars are also spent here in Los Angeles County in the state of California. So, you can have a very, very good time here in Los Angeles County, and in some very difficult economic times, you can have a very, very fun time without spending a lot of money. You don't have to travel to the East Coast or the Midwest. You can do it right here in Southern California. You can get getaways, whether it be Avalon, whether it be the Palos Verdes, South Bay, east side of town, out to Diamond Bar. Beautiful places, beautiful opportunities, and all reachable by transportation.
As Supervisor Knabe mentioned, LA County has some amazing locations that are accessible by bicycle, and they're even easier to get to now that Metro has released an updated bike map. The downloadable map details more than 1,200 miles of county bike routes. The new map also contains information on bike safety and parking facilities, as well as several new features, including topographical relief and enlarged views of certain key areas. Free copies of the bike map are available at any Metro customer center, or you can download one at the website on your screen. To keep the Blue Line powered up and running strong for 20 more years, Metro has begun replacing aging power substations and electrical support systems along the 22-mile rail line between downtown LA and Long Beach. Hoisted in 2 halves by crane, each of the 20 new substations weighs about 83 tons. These newer, more efficient units will consume about 5% less energy than the current generators. The project is funded by a $71 million grant from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act and is expected to generate 771 jobs. That's all the time we have for this edition of Metro Focus. Thanks for watching. See you next time.